Question number 32. An importer requests his bank to extend the forward contract of $20,000, which is due for maturity on 30th of October 2010. Okay. So there is a request to extend the contract. The contract value is $20,000, and to extend the original maturity was on 30th of October for a period of 3 months, extension period. He agrees to pay the required margin for such extension. Okay. Contracted rate, important, is $1 is equal to 42.32 rupees, original rate. The US dollar quoted on 30th of October 2010, that is the actual maturity, the original maturity basically, was spot 41.5 and 41.52. Great. Ask and bid board is given to you. 3 months premium percentage is given to you. So what you will do is adjust the percentage in the spot rate to get the forward rate after 3 months. Okay, as on 30th of October. Okay, now these percentage are in increasing order, so you have to add them. Are you able to understand? Margin money for buying and selling rate is 0.075% and 0.2% respectively. Okay, compute what? The cost to the importer in respect of the extension of the forward contract, yes, and the rate of the new forward contract. Great, let's start the solution. Okay, so the solution starts. This is basically all the information that I've written from the question itself. The person is an importer. It means that he will have to pay at the end of the tenure, which is 3 months. Okay, so he's entered into a contract for where he'll buy. Okay, he has to pay what? $20,000, right? Pay. An importer will have to pay after taking the goods, and for that he'll buy dollars. Okay, understood. And for that he's entered into a contract today. That forward contract is 42.32. Okay, rupee by dollar. The rate is, contractual rate is 42.32, correct, for buying dollars. Got it? But the issue here is, when on due date, which is 30th of October, after 3 months, he wants to cancel the contract, rather extend the contract. But in order to extend the contract, first you have to cancel the original contract, and then you enter into a new contract, a fresh contract. Okay, so how do you cancel the contract? By default, the contract is cancelled by entering into an opposite position, correct? So buy dollars was my original position. What I'll do is, for the customer, that is the importer, in order to cancel the contract, he will have to sell dollars. Great. Buy dollars at 42.32, sell dollar at what? At rupee by dollar. Now your job is to find out this rate. What? So standing after 3 months, that is on 30th of October, the rates given to me, these are the spot rates on 30th of October. Okay, 41.5 and 41.52. Now I have to sell dollars. By the way, these are rupee by dollar, so dollar quotes, right? I have to sell dollars. A customer is always at loss. Customer will always sell at low, buy at high, right? Sell at low. So these rates, 41.5, correct? I have the rates with me, rather the rate with me. Okay, so on 30th of October, that is the due date, my rate at which I'll sell the dollars is 41.5 rupee by dollar, correct? Now, will this be the final rate? No, actually, see here in this particular question, they have given me some margins, which is, in case the bank, the margin is, by the way, from the point of view of the bank. If the bank is buying it, the margin is, the buying margin, let me write again, is 0.705%. This is from the bank's point of view. Okay, the bank's point of view. And similarly, the selling margin is also given, which is how much? 0.2%. Okay, now a customer is selling, in order to cancel the contract, he is selling dollars at 41.5. So selling to whom? The bank. So the bank is buying dollars, right? So in this case, my margin applicable would be the buying margin, which is 0.075, sorry. Okay, I am really sorry. I think my handwriting is very bad in this particular question. Let me write this again. sell dollar 20,000 in order to cancel the original buy contract, right, at 42.32. So you are selling the dollars at how much? 41.5. No, here see, you will not even get 41.5, you will get an amount lesser than that. How much lesser than that is the buying margin here, is the margin which the bank takes, which is 0.075%. So after you reduce that, you get a rate. Calculate that. 41.5 minus 0.075 percentage gives me 41.468 what? Rupee by dollar. Okay, so this is the rate at which the importer, the customer, will sell to the bank. Okay, and he bought it at this rate 42.32 and he's selling at 41.468. A clear cut loss to the customer, cost to the customer, loss to the customer, but a benefit to the bank, right? So that is what was asked in the question. What is the cost to the customer? So this is the cost. Okay, cost to the importer on cancelling the contract basically will be 42.32 minus 41.47. Can I round it off? I can do that, but this is per dollar. Okay, what is my actual exposure, which is $20,000, right? This rates are rupee by dollar. At the end I'll get rupee. The cost will be in rupee, the excess cost. How much? Calculate. 42.32. This rate is correct or what? Yes, 42.32 minus 41.47 into 20,000. 17,000 is the cost. Got it? 17,000 is the cost to the customer. You can also say loss to the customer, but you have to pay an excess. So let's just term it as the cost, which goes out of the pocket of the customer, the importer. At the same time, it's the gain to the bank, right? Next part that was asked was, what is the new rate? Okay, simple. You are standing on 30th of October. Okay, when you come, I think this is 2010. They have not upgraded this. Okay, so 30th of October is when we are all standing. The customer is coming to the bank and saying that please cancel the contract and enter into a new contract, extend the contract. Basically, the customer is just saying extend the contract. So what the bank does is, first of all, cancels the contract, enter into an opposite position and give a new quote, a new rate. So that is what we are finding out, the new rate. The new rate has to be after 3 months, because the customer is asking for an extension of 3 months. So standing on 30th of October 2010, you have to calculate the 3-month forward rate. Very simple, yeah, very simple. The customer, what does the importer wants to do is buy dollars. Why? Because after 3 months he'll have to pay dollars. Okay, so in order to pay the dollars, he has to buy the dollars. So he enters into a contract right now. Okay, buy dollars. This is again a dollar rupee by dollar quote. Once again I'm repeating, right? So standing on 30th of October, the rates given to me is 41.50 and 41.52. The customer wants to buy dollars. Which rate am I going to take? Buy at a higher rate and sell at a lower rate. The customer will always be at the loss. So my rate would be this. Let me use a different color highlighter because I've already used one. This one. Okay, 41.52. But this is my spot rate. What I need is after 3 months. So 3 months premium is also given to me, 0.87% and 0.93. This is what I use, 0.93 percentage. Let's just calculate quickly. 41.52, 30th of October 2010, my buy rate would be 41.52, and after 3 months, 3 months premium is plus 0.93 percentage. So my final rate, 3-month forward rate, the bank will quote is 41.52 plus 0.93 percentage is 41.906. This is the rate, rupee by dollar. But wait, this is also not the final rate actually, because in this particular question they've also given us the margin. See, the buying margin and the selling margin. Now again, once again I'm repeating, these margins are from the point of view of the banker's point of view, right? So the customer is going to buy the dollars at, what was the rate, 41.90 here, right? Customer is going to buy, so bank is going to sell, right? So which is the selling margin here? From the bank's point of view, selling margin is 0.2%. So the customer will not only have to pay 41.90, no, the customer has to pay additional 0.20%. So plus bank's margin, bank's selling margin, because the bank is actually selling the dollars to the customer is buying, which is how much, 0.20% was it? So 0.20 is it, the addition finally comes up to 41.98 rupee by dollar. This is your final rate, which the bank will quote that this is the new rate at which now you can enter into a contract, extend your contract rather. Okay, so this is your final answer. Thank you. Bye bye.